on this trip, I'm gonna give myself a challenge to create more compositions that don't rely on water. This place is not just acceptable, it's unbelievable. This is insanely beautiful. Good morning, everybody. Yes, it is morning. Ugh. Way too early. My alarm went off. It was like somebody stuck a coat hook into my brain and pulled it out through my nose. It was not pleasant. I was so sound asleep that I was really hoping that I would look outside my tent and see a completely empty, featureless sky and I could just go back to sleep. But instead, what do I get? No! I get a sky full of these dumb puffy clouds, full of this dumb ruby red light next to all these stupid mountains and this ugly meadow, and so I gotta get my ass out of bed and come down here to push a frickin' button on an electronic box. What the heck? As I was shooting this morning, I was reflecting on the fact that most of my favorite photos that I've taken in the Sierra rely heavily on water as one of the main compositional elements, either a lake or a stream leading off to some big mountain in the background. And while I think you should never limit yourself to the things that you shoot, I also don't want to only shoot one thing. And it's nice to kind of flex some creativity muscles from time to time. So on this trip, I'm going to give myself a challenge to create more compositions that don't rely on water as one of the primary elements. And to that end, you see I've got this cool little marmot hangout right here. This nice little rock with the split right in between these two rocks here. And if you get the camera right up on top of it, nice and close, it creates awesome leading line up to that big, beautiful mountain in the background. So I counted 8 deer, 7 of which were bucks. And they were all just laying down over there, just chilling, staying sheltered from the wind. And I'm wondering if I should perhaps take that as a sign, along with the huge amount of clouds in the sky already this morning and the fact that it's pretty cold out, that maybe it's going to be stormy AF today. I hope it's a little stormy, but maybe not crazy stormy. Anyway, I should probably get a move on. So time to get some oatmeal, some tea in me, pack up, and start hiking. Well, what do those silly bucks know? The sun is starting to break free through those clouds. Finally, it's casting this beautiful dappled light across the landscape, and it's warming up. It's got to be a good 20, 25 degrees warmer here than it was when it was all clouded and overcast just a little while ago. So that's putting me in a good mood. That's getting me ready to hike. I'm going to drop down to the PCT JMT for just a quick second, and then I'm going to secret to a secret place, and then go over some other secret route to a secret spot, to my backcountry destination. After yesterday's totally exposed romp up to Boose, I have to say it has been an absolute delight to warm up my hiking legs this morning in the forest. It's just been, it smells so fresh and clean, and it's not hot, it's not cold, it's really ideal. And I've arrived down here at the South Fork of the Kings River, and look how beautiful this is. Holy smokes. But this is where the off-trail adventure begins. Very lovely little walk along the river. I think this is a great spot to have a quick stop, grab some food, fill up the water before the grunt work begins. Grunt, grunt, grunt. And my reward for that hot, sweaty climb is a wonderful, wondrous view. There's also a lake right here that is ripe for swimming. If you are going to jump into an alpine lake, which I highly recommend, you should wash all your sunscreen and bug spray off first, or wear a lake safe one like a zinc. Oh my God, is that refreshing? Let's go for more. Invigorating. shall we say. Perhaps rejuvenating is the best word to describe an alpine dip. It's amazing what a quick little splash in some 40, 45 degree water does for your muscles and your joints. And I feel really good now, which is great because I'm not done for the day. In fact, I've got to get up over this pass over here still. It's about another 1,000 feet of off-trail climbing. And then depending on that what that next basin looks like, I'll either camp there for the night or go one more pass into the next basin. So I still have some hoofing ahead of me. And to get a little reset like that is a great thing. Achievement unlocked. Ow, here we are. Passola Passaroni. One big dramatic Sierra Basin to the north of me and one to the south where I just came from. I will give you a little hint as to where I'm at, just because I found this really cool and quite unexpected as I was hiking up here. But this mountain out in the distance, this one out here, that is Mount Gardiner. And Gardiner looms above what is quite possibly my favorite Sierra Basin of all time. And it's just right there. That's so cool. I love the process of connecting the dots of all of these little individual sections of the vast Sierra as a whole. It's so neat to get that context. This side of the pass kind of sucks. It's just loose rubble, steep, but it's getting me down real quick. Oh man. That was a little bit of a knee buster. At least it was short. And now I'm down in this basin. To my east, there are quite a few tall, pointy rocks. And out to the west, it drops off into some river canyons and some rounded domes. The way that I'm going to approach this, what I think is going to be the best views, the best photography, is to get around some of these lakes and look back this way. Yeah, looks pretty good. These are some pretty huge features. Big walls, big points. This is beautiful. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this exceeds it. So this is gonna be camp for the night. I revised my assessment. This place is not just acceptable, it's unbelievable. This is insanely beautiful, and the clouds are kind of breaking up and this gorgeous dappled light is filling up the basin. I said I was gonna relax, but how could I possibly relax when you have conditions like this? Now, it looks like there's some rain gonna be coming over that mountain pretty soon, and I'm glad for that. Because if it wasn't for that rain, I would sit here and shoot until I ran out of food, water, oxygen, life itself. All right, let me learn you something real quick. You see how it is just freaking dark up here in the sky and it's starting to sprinkle down here? But you have this line of bright sunlight. You know what that means? To me, it means one thing only. Rainbows, rainbows. This, my friends, is rainbow weather. So the sun is too high in the sky right now. If there was a rainbow to appear, it would probably be, down around foot level. So we gotta wait for the sun to drop. But assuming this rain kind of sticks around, and assuming this big blue patch out here sticks around, I say we've got a pretty good chance for some bowage. Well, I may have spoken too soon about the rainbow. The rain kind of passed over that way. However, the sun is about to drop out from behind the clouds up there, and there is another bank of cloud moving in here from the east. So conditions tonight are looking very promising, rainbow or not. So I'm gonna have a nice early dinner. That way I am ready to shoot as soon as the light demands. And I just realized that I am laying in a ton of marmot poop. So, great. For tonight's main course, the chef has spared no expense, treating us to a hazy chicken and broccoli. Outstanding. Very hazy indeed. Such a gorgeous view out through this basin. And this is just all lovely. And then look at this. Oh, let's go get that. And by that I mean those beautiful dead trees. All right. Holy crap! It's one of those hallelujah nights, just amazing stuff happening all the way around. This was unbelievably beautiful, and over the mountains as well, there was this wonderful warm light. Of course, I was way too busy taking pictures to do any video, but believe me, in fact, I better throw a photo up over it so you can get an idea of what it looked like. Oh my goodness, gotta love it. Wow, now that was a top tier night of photography. Everything that I love about being out here. Isolation, serenity, peacefulness, solitude, stunning granite mountains, amazing thunderstorm color and light, and good compositions to be found. I mean, it's still beautiful out. I could still be shooting, but I'm saturated. My brain is full. I'm done. There's nothing left to do now except make some tea, have some chocolate, call it a day.
As the day wound to a close, I realized I didn't quite rise to my own challenge of not relying so heavily on water as a major compositional element in my photo. And for me, it's not about avoiding something, but rather opening up yourself to the possibility of seeing other things, of looking for other things in the landscape to excite and delight you. And that's what I resolved to do over the rest of the trip. However, I had no idea in that moment just how much water would become a major part of my life over the next 3 days. But that's a story for the next video, so be sure to subscribe to see that one when it drops. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, have fun and happy shooting.
Oh my God, now this is a lake. That north side of this pass intimidates a lot of people. So I'm really curious to see what that's gonna be looking like.